All right. Good afternoon. Good evening, everybody. Super excited to be doing another stream with you guys. We've had a lot happen um, since the last stream. We had a whole tournament. What's up, everybody in chat? Thank you guys for coming in early, sticking with me. Appreciate that. So we had a tournament. Everybody knows we have the had the 5K Chicago Brawl. We got some results from that. One of the last things that I said on my stream was that I thought Uzuri was really bad, and I'll explain myself a little bit. So the idea was that somebody could play like block 6 and then like just outvalue you. What I forgot was I did not understand the interaction that you could shred something. So like if you put an isolate out and then you swap it or trigger Uzuri, as Uzuri is resolving, you can shred the isolate. And that's why I thought that I didn't know you could do that. I thought like you basically had to stick to assassin cards the whole way to get value off of cards like Shred and Razor's Edge and things like that. But apparently, well, Razor's Edge you do because it wouldn't apply to, but Shred was the number one card, right? And that was my thought process. And I did not know that interaction. But LSS posted that article and it explained that specific interaction. And I was like, oh, that's pretty good because now you can play a mid-range game plan. And it doesn't matter whether they're blocking or not blocking. And I will say I've played quite a few reps already, and it is, other than Runeblade, obviously, we got an old girl back there. It's the funnest deck I've played, hands down. It's not even close. There's so many decisions that you make that you try to persuade your opponent to do a certain action, and I really love that type of game style. So it kind of reminds me a lot of like Dorinthia poker, a little bit like that, So obviously Azalea is a top performer. So why am I playing Uzuri today is the number one question. I think it's obviously a good answer for Ranger. There's a lot of disruptive effects. It blocks very well. Have a lot of D reacts, things like that. So it's definitely a contender to compete with the Rangers, okay? The number one question is, when people start sideboarding for Azalea, does Uzuri also get punished? Right? What do I mean by that? Well, when people start bringing in like Reinforce the Line and more D reacts, does that negatively impact Uzuri as like a side case, right? Or is she a byproduct of that? And I am worried about that. However, you can build the deck in a way to where you accommodate for that. More shreds, more whatever. So what we're going to be playing today is the top 8 list from Sam Dando, right? Great guy. I can tell he put a lot of work in this list. He's a great player. He's a fellow Briar player as well. So a lot of respect for him. And he got top 8 at Indy. Not this most recent one, but last year's. Really strong player. He has a great deck here. What I want to do is I want to take his list, play a couple matches, and start entertaining ideas on changes, right? Something I'm already eyeing is he does not run a Concealed Blade, which I think if you have 3 daggers in the deck, I think Concealed Blade running just one of is worth it because it's a blue block 3 at worst. And at best, you bring in that sideboarded dagger and use it as a flick knives, right? So you're just bringing. You're not really gonna. Obviously, if the effect of it was relevant, you would just, run it in the beginning and it wouldn't be in your sideboard. But we're just bringing it in to flick it at the opponent. So Concealed Blade ends up being 2 damage, but more importantly, you'll get the on hit that it's buffing the 1. So that could equal a value of maybe 4. And actually be a valid add. Second thing I want to look at, Inertia Trap. I think Inertia Trap, if we're already okay into Rangers, it's not worth adding. But man, it can do a number on them. The only downside to Inertia Trap is it doesn't play around Ponder token because they can order their triggers accordingly. But anytime they plan on ending with an arsenal that's not a Ponder token, it's basically just an efficient way to CNC where they don't get the decision. More importantly, you're doing it on their turn, right? Not on your turn where they can make a decision and play the hand accordingly. So those are some things I'm already looking at before playing a lot of reps with it. So I will go ahead and show you guys the list, and hopefully we can get in some games. Okay. So like I said, this is an exact copy of Sam's list. But I do want to play around with some of those ideas, maybe see where the list is lacking, where it's overperforming into things it doesn't need to overperform in, so I can cut some of that and go into... The number one thing I'm worried about, I'll be honest, is Dromai. This deck, I don't believe, is very strong into Dromai, but we'll find out. So this is the list. We basically have a shred package for anybody that wants to block. We have D-reacts for people who don't want to block, or we want to block. And then we have, that's all you got is great for the mirror. You cover up the spider bite for free, and you don't have to worry about it degrading your blocks. Really good card in the mirror. Cut down the size. It blocks 2, and the problem with this card is like Uzuri operates off of the idea that she's going to be playing very disruptive cards. So most people are going to be blocking, right? Because they don't want to get like shakedown or whatever, and give free value. So this becomes just a weak card if they just block one card. Which typically they don't. Typically it's like in 2s and then you just hold it. But then again, you might just flash it in to get rid of it. That may be the case. So yeah, we're going to run a couple games with his list. Also, if everybody does not know, if you want to play a game with me on stream, hop into our Discord. There is a text channel called Play on Stream. Go in there, message me, and that'll be like the line, basically. And I will try to get a game with you as soon as I can. So let's go ahead and get a match started. And we will see where it takes us. Did anybody in the chat play in Chicago? Anybody? All right, the one matchup I was worried about. Here it is. Okay, yep, we're taking out these and those, yep. We want sinks to filter as little as we can. Makes sense. So we're starting out going uphill because this is the one matchup that I'm worried about. But maybe it's not that bad. Maybe the disruption is enough. I guess it depends also on like what type of Uzuri it is. So for example, like this one's running Ghostly Touch, and they're playing more than 60 cards, so they're playing a very long game, it seems. So automatically I'm going to prioritize like the shred, keeping that card because they're going to do a lot of blocking probably. Great start. Get some ash, everything. All right, so we're going to throw a feeler out there. We're just going to throw a rabble out there. Good to see some Uzi gameplay. Absolutely, absolutely. Looking to start a CC deck for myself. So need the good tech. Absolutely, absolutely. Hopefully I can give it to you. The first biggest piece of advice is when you throw a rabble, have it come in for 4, not 2. That's the biggest piece of advice. The old Briar special here. Super disappointing. So we have a couple options here. We want to get this Leave No Witness into the graveyard, mainly because we want a valid codex target when we start finding our codexes, because this is the best target to get in most cases, unless we have Tunic Counter and we get Death's Touch. So I'm gonna actually throw it up front. I could put the Wither out and then flash it in, but that's not the strongest play because it's probably getting blocked anyway. And I want to Arsenal the Wither. I don't want to spend 2 cards to play a 0 cost card. Okay, here we're just going to do it for the just the value. Right? I don't want to get stuck with an extra card that doesn't do anything. So there is an argument to wait for the D-React to be played, because if we kind of get blown out if a D-React's played. But this guy's in a hurry, and we popped a Mirror Guy off the top. That's huge. Big hit there. DM Armada, what's up, man? Great job this weekend on casting. Always fun watching you guys. Oh, and the video that you released today was hilarious. Oh, it was so funny. It was good stuff. Okay. So he's throwing the Vincerica. Okay, and we are going to break his heart. We just need to figure out how we're going to break his heart. It seems like I want to throw the Shakedown because he's taking more damage than I thought he would early. And I guess he's got a Sigil or something in hand, because this is very risky throwing this. He could Semblance here. That'd be really weird, but anything's possible. All right, so we're going to utilize this fantastic Fable we got our hands on. The question is which... all we've seen is Dragon. Like, we haven't seen like a Blaze Headlong or anything like that. So it kind of has me leaning toward the Scalpel, but until we get more information, I'm actually just going to throw the Spider Bite here. Hopefully we get a Blood Rot. I would love that. Hook me up. Talishar. Yep. Almost the pointless token. Gotcha. All right. Let's get that Dominate. All right, we're going to flash it in. Because why not? And if this hits, chat, we obviously call blue, right? No, we call red. We call red. Finally on a good champ, even though I'm playing Azalea. Yeah. Sand Cover. I actually like the inclusion of this card, simply because it's prevention, right? Now this is super inefficient. We basically got... This is not good for him. We got basically 2 Ash and 2 cards for effectively 2 cards. Not very good, but we take those. We take those. So the straightforward play here is we want to bank the stealth card. It's priority number 1. And we do have a Passing Mirage, but I think we're actually... Because we want to be throwing our 6s, not blocking with them. And he's kind of low on Ash for this point in the game. So I'm actually in favor of just hitting go again. And then we'll do the old switcheroo in the next one, probably. Oh, yeah, Nebro. Yeah. Saw the Fable in the sideboard of deck list. What matchups do you think you don't bring it in? Only the matchups where it's a liability. Any matchup that has like a lot of on-hit effects, you don't want to bring it in. But other than that, it's always a good weapon swing. And don't forget about this interaction. If you're ever in a situation where you don't have a stealth card, you could just pay for your 2 for 6 like the old-fashioned way, like pitch a yellow and like play it, and then use flick knives to throw a dagger, and that counts as a reaction, and it'll turn on your shakedown. So if you're ever like stuck in that weird spot, that is a way to utilize that. So we're gonna go here, and if we didn't have much else, I would go ahead and take out this passing mirage. But since we have the dominate for this card, I think it's just too much value. I think it's too much value because we have a very good chance to catch him with his pants down right here. Once again, we only run 16 or 18 stealth cards, so sitting one in Arsenal is A-okay. It is A-okay. I don't blame him for taking a second here. It's kind of a tough spot. Kind of one of those situations where he's damned if you do and damned if you don't. And we got us an Arsenal. We got a blue sweeping blow. Not exactly the value we were looking for, but we'll take it. All right. This dragon comes in for 4, and we have a sink blow. Look at that. Okay, I think we just sink. That's the most logical thing to do here. We don't need 2 sedates for anything, so we might as well just sink one and see what happens. Okay, so that changed up the game plan entirely. The only thing is we do not want that Necria to just hang out. Like, it's got to go. So I'm just trying to think of what the most efficient way to get rid of it is. And I'm thinking, so I think we use snaps here. Just why for the love of God, why Snapdragon? Oh, so it's snap. Both are in the list for snaps and black techs. Black techs are not played against decks that actively want to block you, because you don't want the go again to be conditional, is the idea. Yeah, exactly what Crowmy said. And this is why we're actually going to play. We're going to snap this turn. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play this out at Dromai to get a card or two, kind of maintain that tempo a little bit. And what we're going to do is we're going to take Tunic Counter, play this card, snap E for 7 into the Necria. We're going to kill it with E-Strike 7 anyway, is my game plan. And I don't think it actually works that way. I think you have to, if it has 6 life, you have to hit it with 6. If you hit it with 5, it just decreases its maximum health. But I don't think the way the damage is calculated. I could be wrong. What's everybody drinking tonight? What is everybody? I'm a Rune Blade player, so I'm all about that half and half. I got tea and lemonade, all about that mixed damage. So here we're going to go and take Tunic Counter. Snap. Spike. So we get a value of 5 out of the Blood Rot if he doesn't have a D-React here. Okay, he does. That's fine too. Not a big deal. We got it at a low price. And we pass. And see, if we had black text here, we just got shut down hard. Like really, really bad. So now we just E-Strike for 7. Buff power into Necria. Yeah, the Arnold Palmer, that's right. Absolutely. That mixed damage. Okay, so we got full tempo. He declined to do anything, so we will gladly oblige, right? Um, because we have crown, I'm not too worried about arsenaling if that's all you got. Normally, I'd be a little kind of wary about it, and I am sick of this thing. But once again, we have like a good line, so I think I'm just gonna spider bite here. So far, we're doing great. 40 to 25. Like, I thought this was gonna be much worse than it actually was. He had a really good turn 1, 2, or turn 0 technically. So once again, we're gonna throw out the dominate. Basically, put him on. Better have the D react. Also, for everybody's information, if you have a D react, you need to play it right at this moment in time before the CNC comes in. Is the important part. Just like they did right there. That is the way you're supposed to do it. So that way it doesn't deny you the ability to play it. The only way that that does not work is if they are using the backstab stealth card, because that says reactions can't play. So while backstab's on the chain, it can't be played, and then when CNC comes in, it also can't be played. So it's just, it can never be played. So we're fine there. We got 2 cards, leak to damage on 3 cards. So we're good. Pretty good value. No complaints. It says not should die because it's is after damage dealt. Okay, gotcha. So maybe I played that. Well, I don't. He would have had a whole nother Ash. I mean, he is at 3, so maybe that is kind of like playing a little too safe. Look at that. Defend an attack with 2 or less? You're talking about this right here? Sheesh. Oh, this hand's so good, chat. Got him. And we can use every card in our hand. We still get a good arsenal. I'll take it. So I'm going to go ahead and rabble this Azrael. I don't want him hanging out. He's not welcome. Hopefully we hit at least a yellow. Look at that. Best card in the game right here. Ask DM Armada. He'll tell you. Let's go in for 3 again. Let's get a D-react count. I think that's very important. We got 2 sink blows and 2 sand covers. The last sand cover is valid because he does have Ash. Great one to see here. So we're gonna do the dominate one here because we want this to hit. So we're gonna do everything in our power to let it. Best card in 7 years of FAB. It is very good. It is very good. Just to put it to rest, my idea on Codex, right? I look at Azalea and Assassin as like underpowered heroes, right? And so what did LSS do? They did what they should have. They gave support, right? I'm not hating that in the least bit. But like look at like Reinar and Dory and how they need support, and they got classic battles. Reinar got a shitty yellow, and Dory got glistening steel blade, which is played in like half the decks. You know, like those are great cards, but like Rangers and Assassins, man, they got a whole set plus Codex, which was just a lot. And maybe they needed that. Maybe that's what was required. Maybe that's what the devs were like, this is what we need for these classes to, because James White can't be a liar, right? because he told the guy at what was it Worlds that Azalea was going to be the shit in like no time. So you know we're not going to catch James White lacking. That's for sure. That is a fact. So we got the Codex, but we got this dang D-React. So what do we do here? Absolutely. DM hit the nail on the head. Everybody just gotta wait for their time. I'm actually going to overpitch for this. Well, we have tunic counters, so we'll swing both. I'm gonna actively do this to make it seem like we are really weak. Pat calls better than Codex. Yeah. Absolutely. We could activate silver, but the hand's not that bad. Come on, Damien. It ain't that bad. We get all the effects. Okay, we're going to throw this. And the reason I'm ignoring these is there's two of them. Like, I'm not spending 2 action points to clear, because one of them's the same as 2 of them. So, hell, he can play 30 if he wants. Rune Blades when Skeleton gets rid. Bro, I can't. Oh, man. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, man. Combo Viscera was the deck that made me fall in love with this game. It wasn't even close. It was. I mean, I don't know if he's going to play the D-Reacts, and I want to get stuck with it, so we'll go ahead and we'll hit him with it. Oh, 3 damage, boys. 3 damage. No damage, boys. No damage. I mean, if he had to pitch that to do it, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. We want Codex back as quick as possible. Okay, this hand is Party Gas. Oh, shit. It destroyed Furnace. Oh, I love Shred. That's so good. We got the Furnace. Oh, that's so good. I'm just kidding, chat. I knew that was going to happen this whole time. I saw it coming a mile away. I don't know what he's doing after. I kind of want to block Crown here. And I don't... Like, what am I looking for? I think I'm looking for, like, a Go Again card or a Nimblism, maybe, or... What am I looking for? Can't really use... I'm going to sink one of these Withers and, like, pray for an E-Strike, maybe. Be kind of cool. That works. That works. Because now what we can do is we can play this, then play this, bait out the D-React, and cancel it. I don't want to leave the Azrael there for too long, but we're just waiting for another Rabble. We got some more Rabbles in here. We got what? We got an E-Strike and a Rabble left in the deck. Maybe one of each. Okay, so like I said, we're gonna do this, pitch this, play this, and then play this on whatever else he decides to. Because his life is going down very quickly, much quicker than I thought. So I think we can. He's going to be much more eager to start blocking. Well, he's already been blocking, but he's going to be more inclined to do so. Like such. So we go here. Pitch this. Hit him with the shred. And if he has the D-React here, he's just better. Let's go. We got a Blood Rot, Frailty. Not that it'll matter, but oh, this is so good. Oh, this is so good. I'm gonna be honest, chat. I don't know if I care. We can't leave Kyloria there is the problem, because that is just going to get out of hand. What's the out here? What is the out? He has no Ash. Oh, no, he has 2 Ash. This hand's just too good, man. We'll do it that way. We'll do it that way. We'll be disciplined. We can Codex for Rabble, but I don't want to discard a card, but it might just be the way we have to do it. Has to hit a hero here. So what we could do is... I do want to keep one in Arsenal, preferably the Razor's Edge. So what we could do is Codex, discard this card, Rabble into Azraeli, and then Infect into Kyloria to kind of start over. So it's 2 damage worth in Arsenal. It absolutely is. Get 2 damage in. I forgot about the Blood Rot. We'll take it. So yeah, let's do that. Let's do this. And we will go get a Red Rabble, in which we will discard a Nimblism. Now, just in the off chance that we hit a blue, we know the Infect's coming in for 3, so we have to send the Rabble into the Kyloria to guarantee that we hit. We also force him to discard to get like a sweeping blow, which I really don't care about. So it's actually pretty decent trade. So we send this into the Kyloria, so just in case we hit a blue, we're still good. Okay, and go here into Azraeli. Just kind of start over. Why did we draw a card? What? Did I miss something? Oh, Ponder token. Duh. This one's easier to play, so let's put it in Arsenal. Oh, this is so good. Yeah, I'll take 2. No, I didn't know the turn had ended that quickly. Like it just boom, done. Kylori is annoying here, but I don't want to give Flick knives because I haven't thrown my daggers yet, and that's like not cool. We have 2 more sync blows in the deck, but one was pitched a couple turns ago, so we got 1. I want to block with this card anyway, so maybe. Yeah, we'll just do it here. It's worth a card. Yeah, reading cards is goated. That's a fact. So because we want them to block, because we have this card, we're actually going to throw... that leaves a dead card. Because we can't... So we actually have to throw this one. Why not block with the yellow? Because the red does more damage. I couldn't dagger down Kyloria because I don't have... Right? I have 3 reds and a yellow. Please do react. Oh man, he's gonna sink over here. No. Oh yeah, Kyloria would have stole the silver. Oh, that's Andrew. That's even better. That's even... Oh man, yeah, it's hitting next turn. That's a fact. Yeah, it's all his next turn. Oh, but we drew the sync below that I was banking on. That's so fun. Oh, that's so good. Okay, I'm actually gonna sync this to try and draw a popper. We did not draw a popper, but we did draw a situation where we can 2 health, so we can go dagger, dagger. Because I need to reset. It'll cost me my arsenal, but I can clear and stay pretty decent. Dagger, dagger, play that in the other one. That means we could do this and keep the arsenal, but this isn't really doing much. We'll be on arsenal, so... Actually going to keep the cards to keep the arsenal. Thought process there is this is only the second Kyloria, so I do want the chance to make another silver to prevent the need to block the last one that comes out. Now that I have that newfound information. Dun, 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 dun. You know what? Change of plans. Since he has an arsenal. This hits a hero. Okay. Let's go and drop Kyloria. But then we'll play this. Because I need to get back some form of tempo. I need something here. Something. So then let's pitch this card. Go into Kyloria again. How stupid would it be if you had to like kill the dragons in one hit? Let me get that arsenal. I'm cool with that. Oh boy. I bet he's got another one. We'll still get the top card of his deck, and we will get hopefully some silver. Yep. So now we're sheltered from the next Kyloria that's played, if you will. Still need to take care of this Chroma. Oh god. Not this dude. Not this homie. Oh. We gotta block that one. This is annoying. This block 3 would be the easiest choice of my life. But my initial thought was to block 6 and then pop Chromine. Oh yeah, pop Chromine with it. No, but then we can't. Yeah, okay. We got it. So we go here and here. Pop Chromine, swing this into Vinny next turn. We got it. Okay. We got there. I just had to get the juices going. Okay. With double burn them all, we're kind of in a bad spot now. We really need like a really good turn to get us back in there. Ghostly touch counters are pretty low, which is favorable. This dude's got to go, yeah. Can't be having him. If only we had a Plague Have in our hand. This is a good hand. Yep, we'll take it. This hand's gas. Yep, we'll take it. We just need to start pressuring life totals now. Bro, how many times you gonna sweeping blow? How many shakedowns do we have? 1. Still have 2, so I want to hang on to this effect. So I'm thinking Rabble E-Strike for 7. Then Arsenal the Infect. Hopefully rip a shakedown off the top. I need his reds to start running out. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So he gets 2 more turns of it. Rabble coming up, that's good. He took the 2 pretty. Where's my nimbleisms at? We still got 2 in the deck, so we could dominate, nimble, dominate. Trying to think of my outs. Yeah, I think a big isolate is the way to close this game out. So we will. Let's go 7 at her. Try to get 2 cards. Arsenal this. Get ready for the shakedown that we should draw. We have 2 left in the deck. Right? There's 1. Yeah, we have 2 in the deck. And this will make it live. Although it won't have any dominate, so it's not like the best target to do so, but we do have a yellow rabble, so we can always swing one of the daggers into the ash swing if we need to clear it, but not a number 1 priority with life totals at what they are. She has to respect this because if she goes to 4, she just dies like a shred, right? Should also have a codex coming up. So if we draw rabble, shakedown, codex, that would be bonkers. We could just rabble, then do the shakedown line with this from Arsenal, Arsenal the codex. Be in good shape. That's good. Gets rid of Ash, so I think that's a favorable exchange. I just called it. I literally just called the whole hand. I said I wanted a rabble, a codex, and a shakedown. And I even got a shred with it. Oh, man. Oh. Got. Tell you what. Only on this stream. Only on this stream. Yeah, I don't give a shit. I called the exact hand. Exact. Mm-hmm. So we're like really running out of time. We really need this to like just push and get lethal. We are getting dangerously low. Especially with that chroma there, but it's our only out. I mean, I couldn't have shake down the pop there. There's no way. Maybe could have popped the chroma. No, swung with the chroma first. And no, there's no chance we do that. Nope. So we're effectively at 5 because of the burn the moles. So we're gonna go ahead and jam. I don't hate because we're more than likely gonna get a lot of cards out of hand. I don't hate taking the chrome right here, actually. Yeah, let's do that. Because then we got two. Then we have two dragons swinging at us, even on an empty hand, which I'm not about. So. We did call the exact hand, though. I'll take it. That 'tis the block we expected. So basically what we want here is we're obviously going to call red. And we want one of the cards to have a cost. It could be a sweeping blow, whatever. It doesn't matter. It just needs to have a cost. Then we get the one that calls 0. Or that doesn't have go again, or whatever the case may be. So that way he doesn't get go again on the dragons. And we'll be in pretty good shape. Really bad if he has a D react and a 0 cost with go again. Or like a sigil or something. Really bad. There's the D react, but does he have the 0 cost with go again? Really bad if he does. Might lose this one. Just need that to be cost something. Anything. Please. He hasn't jammed it. Are we good? Are we good? Ah, the worst one. Oh, man. Well, Chad, I mean, aren't we forced to block this? Like, obviously, we're popping what's next, but like, if I take this 2, then I die to the burn them all. Can he keep him? He needs to banish 8. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 exactly. It's exactly 8. Plus the one that I pop. So it ticks up. So he'll only keep 1. But then we die to the Azraeli because it swings. So, yes, this is the deck from the Chicago Brawl. It is. Tough spot. Because if we take we basically have to kill him next turn. And can we guarantee a kill? From 8? I don't see it. I think it's our only shot though, because if I try to clean up a dragon or block another card, then it's just like, yeah, Codex into Rabble. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. No, we have to pressure here. There's no question about it. What I'm thinking is, unfortunately, it would just be Nimblism into Rabble, but he'll only have a 3-card hand. But yeah, we just die to Azraeli. I think we lose this one. I don't see a way. Get Nimblism into a Death's Touch. That's not good enough. At least you have that silver. Yeah, I think me blocking with the tunic early because of not realizing the other half of Kylori's effect is probably what cost me this one. Um, I just shouldn't have done that. So this will take him to a 3-card hand. Then Nimblism into has to have go again, so it has to be a rabble. Could get an E strike. That's strictly worse. Death touch, but that only comes in for 9, and he full blocks that. Yeah, so that's our only line. I mean, maybe we catch him with no blocks. That's of course if he has a no blocks, he probably drops that here. Yeah. And this is worth 3, but then we get the discard effect here, even though we're dead anyway, so it doesn't matter. But just trying to play as effective as possible. This was the matchup that I was worried about. A lot closer than I thought it would be. Okay, he put a... Doesn't say. But cool. I mean, we could throw this into Azraeli. If we take 1, have to block the mirror guy. Because this doesn't kill him. But he has both burn the moles, don't he? Doesn't he have both or just 1? He just has 1. Okay. All right, we'll take out Azzy. Discard a 2 block out of his hand, so he does have... Yeah, I think we lose this one. What's up, Noah? I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. I really enjoy playing the deck. So there's only 1 burn them all, and it'll take me to 1. So I have next turn to kill him. Unfortunately, I don't think we get there. I don't think we do. But we're about to find out. Our only out is if he goes inactive. You actually got off the Red Blade build. Interesting. And went toward what? That's pretty good. No reason to do that. We have the Ponder token, so we can still keep this Popper in our hand in Arsenal, depending on the situation. I don't mind that. Could be worse. It's good Arsenal. Good old no block. Oh, we got a nice little... Oh, coming in hot for 0. Let's go. Okay, we gotta block this one, chat. We have to. So we could go 7 Dom, but that doesn't... I don't know what to do here. Is the best out hoping he doesn't have dragon generation during the next turn? No. We just died at any arcanes. Yowza. So our literal out is just to nimblism into this, pitching this. And that still doesn't win no matter what token this generates. I don't know they out here. Into there, it's just prolonging the game. Don't think it does anything. We definitely don't kill him with Dominate 7. I just have to hope he doesn't have a way to generate a dragon. That is my out. Not a very good one. But sometimes it be like that. Let's see. Going to be testing a single game as soon as you load it up. The equipment, to be honest. So I lost this game. Dark Odious. Interesting. What do you think is wrong about the equipment? Just have to hope that he doesn't have a way to make a dragon. That's the only out. If only that didn't say hit a hero. Yep, and that hand's pretty dog water. So I'll concede as soon as he plays a dragon. Yeah, I don't think Assassin can raise Droma in any means. Yep. All right, he got that one. Let's see. Let me get caught back up on chat. Yeah, I agree that Assassins can't raise Droma. Absolutely. The only way to have any sort of chance is to bring a pile of poppers, remembrance them, and fatigue. So the problem there is like you don't have the blue count on this list. You don't have the blue count to swing daggers into the small dragons. You just don't. I just think it's a bad matchup no matter what. I do agree with the Arcane Lantern though, 100%. I think that is an ad that's worth it. Yeah, we don't run enough. Leave No Witness is the only silver generation that we run, so that's why Black Tech Whispers. It is in the list, but it's not like a number one priority. It just isn't a number in certain matches, depending. Okay, we have Bravo. Oh, he was in the chat. GG, man. Well played. GG. Can't fatigue on one piece of AB because tumble time. Absolutely. That's why Oldham runs to AB. Because if that gets popped, that's it. Just stack the burn them all and they take you down. I just think it's a bad matchup. Whether you load up a big pile of poppers or not. Boy, this sucks. Let's go. I'm doing this for my own good, not necessarily his. I don't want him to filter, but with me having these, I'm not too scared of anything. Holy shit. Lantern does make flick knobs much worse. That is correct. You got to be shitting me. If he pummels this, bro, I'm going to lose it. So that was super unfortunate to face down a CNC when we had access to 3D reacts. Not where we want to be. But this would get some armor and another card probably. Or just a lot of armor. We got to work through that armor. Slowly but surely. Did not want to use that early, but I had no choice. No choice. Why not? Sure. And wasn't really that good anyway. We'll just take the highest numerical EV. Every single I get that sinking arse. Yep. All three, bro. All three. And then as soon as I put one in Arsenal, what does he do? CNCs again. Can't catch a break. Oh no, not the Terra Sunder. Not the Terra Sunder. He doesn't know. He doesn't know. I'm gonna mess with him. I just showed him the shred. See if he was paying attention. I think I actually want to play Codex here. Since he's going to be on this arsenal. Showed him the shred. Get him all scared. If he has the D-React here, we're actually going to blow him out with Flick Knives. So we're going to put this on the stack first. Which means he hasn't defended with a reaction card. We're going to throw this at him. Which will reduce that sink blow down to 3. And it'll leak. And we'll get a red card off the top, hopefully. Look at that. It's obviously better to get the Arsenal along with that, but Sink Blow came from Arsenal, so it'd be like that. Let's see. We've got another codex. It's a high value target. Can't play attacks with 3 or less. That's okay. We just block this. Like that. We get to dominate. Go about our day. Now, this is actually an interesting choice on whether to choose. Why did you not just pass priority when it was hitting? I did, and then he played the sync below. So here, if we get the blue that he needs, it's like huge, right? But the red threat could be an arsenal, so we could just completely whiff if we try to do. But I think the safest option is to do the red and get the threat. So we got the Spinal Crush, so it was correct. He had 2 rounds and a Spinal. So now he just Anathos for whatever. No big deal. You got it. I played the shred before the sync. Yeah, because it was 3-on-3. Right? And did I not play Codex? Which means I had a Ponder token, so if he passes priority back, then I'm just kind of in a bad spot. I miss out on damage. It wasn't a red shred, it was a yellow. Ooh, I like to see those when he's on a full hand. Although we're only going to be able to use one. He's going to dominate it. Oh, seriously, chat. Like, how many times? How many times this got to happen? This is some dumb shit, man. Like, that Codex is toast. He ate all that to he's going to pummel me here. Like, that's just going to happen. We can't use this on this, so this is gone. This is gone. We block this. Discard this. This gets blown up. Play this arsenal. It is the way. Yep. There's just this whole game. I've just been stuck with him. Nothing I can do. At least we'll get some armor here. I didn't swap in the Leave No Witness. I just played it. Yeah, I shredded the 3 down to 0. Yep, and then he synced. And then I did that. Yeah. Good block, sir. Good block. That is 4, and that says 4. Well, this is a hand. This is a hand. Yes, it is. So is he pummeling here? He blocked sync. Did he sync a card? A card was put to the bottom. So there's a good chance he doesn't have pummel. This is depressing. Like hammering's better. So that means he does have a pummel, which means we need to bait it out. I like that card. It's a red card to go with this red card. Dun, 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 dun. So we know the Rabble's on top. Don't know if we actually. Let's get a codex count. We have one left. We might actually need the stealth, so I'm not sure. I think we actually arsenal this. Although he did not block, so maybe getting damage in is correct. Yeah, he likes his hand. Boy, this hand's gas. Boy, if you ain't got something, you better have a crippling. Oh, okay, he does. I'm about to eat all this. Because no matter what the hand is, it's good. This and this is the best. Because I can tunic. No, I can't. I can't play it from hand. Okay, so that is bad. We can't play this in any way, so we go. If it's this, we do nothing. So really, this card is the one that's the liability. And it blocks the most too, which is convenient. Sure, and we'll just arsenal it. We don't have to worry about any dominate, which is like super convenient. So I actually like just doing this and putting that in arsenal for the kickback. This will regain some tempo, which is the goal. And he just has to be very aware of his life total because of Flick Knives. He's got to be very aware. Just want to say again, thank you guys for being here. I really do appreciate it. I learn a lot. I hope you guys learn a lot as well as we explore these new decks and try to figure out some stuff for the obvious event that's coming up, the Pro Tour, the one everybody's focused on, concerned about, however you want to word it. And this is yellow, so we're going to bottom it because we want to play the Rabble. And we're just trying to push, get him off a hand. That's all we're trying to do. Okay, so this is actually an interesting spot. So what we can do here is actually go ahead and Flick Knives, get rid of our Spider Bite. And because we have enough Dominate in the deck with him at 8, I'm not worried about it. About like getting fatigued with 24 cards. So, but that way it guarantees that the next card is going to minus his attacks. So we will flick that. And then now when we play this one, if he defends with any attacks, they're now blocking for 2. And see, he gets punished here, having to discard a card anyway, and it's lethal too. So I think the Flick Knives actually got there because it made us all of his cards 2 blocks. So I thought that was a pretty good move. Pretty clean play there. See, there's just like a lot of nuances with this deck. But I'll be honest, the Dromai matchup, I'm like a jellyfish in the sand, guys. Like, I don't know what to do. I think if you build the deck in any way where you have the least bit of a shot into Dromai, you're sacrificing so much everywhere else. So much. Okay, we got a good old Reinhardt. So sometimes they do the mid-range plan where they block a lot. So I am going to go... no, we'll keep it. We do want to go first because we don't want to get intimidated. We want to keep him off full hands. Shreds are pretty decent because he's not going to want us disrupting him. This will get us killed. Sink Blow, I actually favor over Fate Foreseen. So, is there anything in here we need to take out? Not particularly. So maybe no D-Rex. Maybe it's just go, go, go because we don't want to get any like really clunky hands. I think arsenaling a D-Rex is just a little too risky. So here, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to forego an arsenal. I know this sounds crazy, but here's what we're actually going to do. I'm going to play an isolate. Then I'm going to get the dominate. Then I'm going to tag in a wither, and then spike with blood rot to try and get a lot of leverage on the first turn, because then that makes his claws a lot weaker if that's a line that he wants to take. And we get the blood rot if it hits. So if it gets shut down if he has a D-react, but I doubt it. So we are going to just... Actually, maybe we... Yeah, we'll just do the dominate. We'll arsenal the wither. I think that's the better line. So we'll go here, isolate. No, we can't do that either. So it's the same. No matter what. We'll just die. We'll do this instead of the frailty. All right, Austin, you got the next game. I see your message. I see it. I sees it. None of these cards are like particularly great, so I don't particularly mind like trading them. Is it worth giving up the arsenal? Because we saw 3 stealth cards. So I'm actually gonna pull back on that. I'm actually just going to pass. Because I don't want to not draw a stealth card and not have any way to flash anything in. Super unfortunate I did not follow through, because this would have... If I would have done it the original way I was thinking about, the claws would come in for -1. Which, when you bellow on a 4-card hand, that's typically the most efficient thing is to claw. But it be like that. Yep, so I actually wanted to keep those. Currently, what I'm looking at doing is E-striking into a CNC, depending on whether it's an arsenal or not. We may not do that. I really only like to play this on a tunic counter. Or if I have a blue, then I like to. In this case, I think we're just... Oh, this is a double blood rush. Okay, great. So we just lose. Okay. I didn't even see the second one. Fantastic. Yep. Swing big for 12. Come on. Might as well be. Sure. Pretty good turn. Presented, is it 24? Yeah, Austin, I'll play with you next. I don't know how this deck does in Icelander either. I have no idea. Not a whole lot of blue cards, I'll tell you that much. Channel Lake Fridge, gonna hurt like a bitch. Skull Crack. Mm-mm-mm. So, what is everybody else's prediction on how we think the meta will evolve? So, currently, what I'm looking at is obviously everybody knows that Azalea and Assassin are like on the radar now. But I guess the question ultimately is, you know, can the sideboarding of all these different decks be enough, basically? So when people start adding like Reinforce the Line and all those cards, you know, is it going to be enough? And I think it'd be interesting. Humble, okay. We need to see if we have any good value targets for Codex, which we do not. So, we don't have a particularly great way to block this other than this and this. His 2 power cards are gone, so we got to take this slow and kind of try to outvalue. Let him make a couple mistakes. Paying 3 for Super Gadachi is not fun. Lexi is nasty. She's good. I think she has the highest potential for once the meta solidifies, she has the best chance to attack it, whereas Azalea can really only do one thing. Yeah, I agree. Like Azalea, you just add like Reinforce the Line and Oasis and like Peace of Mind and cards like that, and they just have a stroke. So we get a free discard if he doesn't have a D-React in hand specifically, which is pretty good. That's value. We got an Alpha Rampage. That was almost our ass. Yeah, I've had no issue fatiguing Azalea on Oldham. Obviously, I mean, it's a little easier than Dory, but okay, we about to codex some shit. I just gotta find out what. Roll a 0. He rolled a 6. Okay, so double Blood Rush. And rolled a 6 on the Scabbies. Does this say if it hits? But the go again doesn't matter because he has 14 million action points. So please intimidate Nibblism. Fuck. Not that there's a particularly good target either. Like, there's not even a go again card. Oh, there's E-Strike. E-Strike might actually just be the best. I'll block this card before it gets intimidated. Actually, we can't E-Strike because we'll have to discard the Shred on. So it's just going to be like a rinky-dink. Yeah, that was a really good intimidate. Like really good. Unfortunately, we don't have a leave no witness or anything like that. Super unfortunate. So we just got to come in with the big dominate. So to make sure we do everything correctly, we're going to go ahead and spider bite. Don't want to play the nimblisms out. Don't want to like let them know what we're doing. Death touch would be so good right here, but we don't have one. It's the best we could do. The best. I think Droma is pretty strong, and Katsu is likely where I'll go from being on fire. I mean, it's definitely the closest. You obviously don't want to be on fire, throwing pigeon flames at people and stuff. I think Lexi is a little better into defensive decks and worse into Uzuri and Droma. I agree with that. Although Death Dealer Lexi may be worth talking about. Oh, what a top deck. That's a good one. Still don't have a good target for it, but it's a good one. So we intimidated the one card I was never blocking with. Yeah, we can play efficiently because we don't care if it hits or not. So we can give them that. Go here to there. We have backstab coming up. Okay. Pigeon flames. Yeah, it ain't no Phoenix flames anymore. Tell you what. You read the lore and it talks about Phoenix rising from the ashes. All I see is pigeons now. Oh, he don't want to block. Let me get that card. Let me get that card. Oh, we got a Barraging beat down. That's value right there. That is value. We almost died, y'all. We almost died so bad. All right, we're blocking for the boots, making a move here. Okay, sand sketch plan. What's happening? Riled up was discarded. I believe that is a 6. It is. That means he gets to intimidate. That's good. We want to keep that card. I think the weakest card here is the backstab. Not much better. Doesn't really do anything. Not that we're trying to do. CNCZ. Okay. Well, we block here and here. We're going to take tunic counter and swing the spider bite as well. That value, I'm telling you. Probably should have done spider bite first, maybe. That's okay. Still means he can't cover this up with just a D react, so. Because we still have a scalpel live. Okay, so it does look like he's going to let this hit, which means we definitely do codex here. In fact, I think we actually flick knives and codex. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop boots. We're going to flick knives. Throw the spider bite so that way it's both minimized on the next one. We're going to codex to force him to arsenal. And then we're going to go grab leave no witnesses again. And then throw it. And I think that forces him into a much tougher spot. So chat, we got double Blood Rush Bellowed this game. Yep, we almost died to an Alpha Rampage. And we're making it a game. In fact, I don't hate the spot we're at. We're about to get a Ponder token. Oh, that's a good arsenal. That's a good card. This is value. Value. He's going to want to block this, so this will be live. So we're just trying to mitigate damage here. That is some weak sauce, bro. It don't even have go again. This is our moment. Do we kill him here so we can... Can we just kill with Dominate here? There's no reason to do that. We're not anywhere near Reckless Swing. I think we actually hang on to this for like a rainy day. Oh, did he roll scabs? I didn't even see it. All right. We are aborting. We can't do anything with this Quicken token. Not really doing us any... Do we care about it hitting? Not really, because it's not really doing anything for us. We need something to pitch. We need it to hit. So, yeah, okay. We don't need the quicken for anything. We can't really use it. Oh, Codex and Leave No Witnesses is so good. It is so good. I wonder if Azalea being good will push more Oldhams into the slow fatigue plan. I think it will. Because you just can't rate. Like, basically what ends up happening in that match is they slip up a little bit, and then you like spinal, and then choke slam, and then spinal, but then you trip up a little bit, and then they start going 12 dominate, 12 dominate, and like they just win that exchange because on average their cards are more efficient. Is the problem. So we already got a card on this, which is huge, and it tells us that he has a reaction because that's all that stops. And he has 2 cards, so he's probably just doing a 2 for 6, 2 for 8, whatever. So Pox is probably the safest value choice. And then we will just block with these 2 and go here, depending on what. Yeah, it's 2 for 6. Yep. He got rid of one of the cards we wanted to block with, and yeah, we can't drop much lower. This is a little less value, but he doesn't have an arsenal anyway, so it's not like the biggest deal. There's one with Reckless Swing. We need to keep track of that. So we'll throw 6 back. I throw 6. He throws 6. I throw 6. The only difference is he's at 4, and he cannot let one of these hit, because if he does, he dies to Flick Knives. And we basically have Reinhardt in a situation where I'm actually going to go ahead and Flick Knives here because he does have the 2-card hand, and we need to be able to close the game out. So I'm going to go get the value from the damage here. And then we'll probably block with it this turn, depending on what he has. Look at that. Huh. I think it's 7, right? Is the best we can do here. Because 6, he's gonna block. Like there's no shot that he doesn't block. We could do 5 draw card. I don't hate that. If we get a Codex, we just win. Do we have another Codex? We have 2 Codexes. Okay, well, you strike, draw a card, get the Codex, and win. That's our game plan. Maybe that's greedy. So what's the difference between 5 and... If I do 5, he has to give me 2 cards because he can't go to 1. If I send 7, I think draw a card is worth the risk here. And we'll just arsenal it. Because I think he still respects and gives 2 cards here. Because he just loses to a Nimblism Dominate. On like an Isolate. So I think he's forced to be in a situation where he gives me 2 cards. Yep. So I basically traded getting this card for not dealing 1 damage is basically the transaction. Which I'm okay with. Yep, and we'll just do this right here. So we'll block with these 2. Depending on what he gets. Yep. And we win because we did the E-Strike draw card. In case you were wondering, I can't flash in from Arsenal is the reason I had to pitch for it. Very unconventional, but... And then we get Reinhardt to like a 1-card hand, and there's nothing he can do. So we got double Blood Rush Bellowed. Started the game basically at 22. And we got there. All right, GG. All right, let's go ahead and update the win-loss. We got a Reinhardt and a Bravo and got smoked by Droma. All right, Austin, you're up. I'm going to send you a link. So let's go here, paste, private, copy link. All right, there you go, Austin. Once again, if you want to play on stream, hop in our Discord. There is a channel in there that says play on stream. And I just use that as like a queue, basically. And yeah, that's how I try to interact with you guys as much as I possibly can. Plus, anybody that watches this stream is obviously a great player. So the quality of the game is higher. You know, it's a win-win for everybody, right? So far, I really like the deck. All right, Austin, we're on stream. I'll give you 45 seconds. You got 45 seconds. Can't leave these amazing people waiting. In 30 seconds, Austin, you're going to be burdens of the past. I'm telling you. I'm going to draw a card on that shit, too. Give him a couple more seconds if he wants to hop in. If not, that's why you got to stay glued on the stream. You know, you never know when your number's called. Okay, his Discord's bugging out, so we're going to hop out real quick, and we're going to run a match until he gets things figured out. And, yeah, we'll give him another shot, hopefully, in the next match. Once again, thanks, everybody, for... Oh, see, I did it. I did the thing. Where you post the invite link instead of your deck list. You know, nobody wants to be doing that. Nobody wants to be doing that. Wowza. That's the correct screen we're supposed to see. So like I was saying, until I got blinded by the white light. Thanks, everybody, for being here. I really do appreciate it. I do these streams every Wednesday at 8 Central, 9 Eastern. Looking to add another day, depending on, just depends on where I can get my schedule as far as what's open and whatnot. Um, but yeah, missed some of the stream. Does it get? Yeah, the VOD always gets posted, like Kyle said. Oh, not another one. We're gonna get smoked. Let's do what he said, and let's do the lantern. I feel so bad though, because we just have to race. I mean, there's nothing we can do about it. We're about to get smoked again. But hey, this is an important match. This is one that going into Pro Tour, you're going to need to know, right? Dromod was the #1 deck that was played at the Chicago Brawl. It was the most represented deck. And it did not convert, but which is very interesting. I wonder if that's the first time in like a decent sized tournament. I think there was like 113 players. I'm wondering if that was the first time that it's ever happened where the top represented deck did not convert to top 8 at all. I'm very interested to see if that is the case. I think it'd be super interesting. Okay, that was a mistake, my man. But I'm going to let you know. Mess around, you're going to find out again. Oh, man. See, chat. You mess around, you're going to find out. They don't know. They got no arsenal, a rinky-dink Ash, and 2 of his best dragons gone. He done found out. Here, I actually do like playing Codex because we have a Death Touch. It's a pretty good card, I've heard. So I think we can Scalpel, play, discard. No, but then we have to pitch for it is the problem. Codex doesn't let us play it for free, unfortunately. But that's okay. Let's just do that. We have to discard. And we need to pay. So this card's kind of lackluster. And we need to pay for it. Curious to see an Icelander matchup. I think that's what Austin was playing, so we might see that next round. Most represented did not convert. That's the hero in a nutshell. I mean, it kind of is. It kind of is, isn't it? I don't know. I think Fi or Briar may have failed to convert. I don't. But like, not a single one with it being the most represent. It was close in Indy, right? Briar was the most represented, but one made it in. I know it's been close a lot, but I don't think it's ever happened completely. I think here we just get the Bloodrot Pox. I mean, we have no way of knowing how else we're getting value from any of the other ones. Sure. Not me. Yep, we'll pop it in the turn and then go dagger into dragon, dagger into dragon. Leave no witness. Sure. Let's see. I agree. I don't think they should have attacked on turn 1, but I'm not going to turn that down. I don't know about you guys. This hand kind of sucks. Over here paying 2 to kill an Ashwing. Thank goodness he's at least starved. This could hit. Get a red off the top. Get us a silver to shelter us from Kyloria. Agrodroma. Yeah, I think it is a more aggressive list. Something closer to like what Mars is. I mean, that is a good play, but then again, I mean, we get 2 cards for 1. Like, they do get the Ash, but like, come on. I kind of want to sink below this just to sink. Not gonna lie. Okay. I don't know what to do here. I mean, Mirror Guy is a pain in the ass. That's a fact. Can confirm. There's no way to... Is it really... Mirror Guy is a pretty important dragon, but he doesn't have any Ash. That's kind of... We're going to try something here. I'm going to throw the shakedown. I'm going to hit the ass with a dagger to turn it on to get a card. It's the best line I could come up with, chat. Yeah, see, I wouldn't want to block that either. And so we are going to do this and fling the... Nerves. So that counts as a reaction being played, which turns on this ability. Better have 2 of them, boss. Oh, that's so bad. Oh, no. That's ain't blow blocker for 2, bro. But it's still enough. No. No. We tried, chat. We tried. We tried. There's no reason to keep that in hand. Normally I would entertain it, but it's fucking Mirror Guy, right? Let's see. There's nothing to... He's probably going to Arsenal this, which makes this a valid target, which means we can go here, which means this is a dead card. Yeah, I mean, Droma is a fine deck. It just has to find its identity as far as like what it is trying. Oh, chat. I was gonna use. Oh, I can't use it on. Fuck. Dang it. says assassin or card on it. Son of a gun. See, I've read shred. That's good for anything. So I'm not sure why he only blocked 3. This is very odd. So maybe we do keep the shred because the problem is I'm drawing one. But if he plays the D react, we get blown out. I think he's looking for bait here. I'm not going to give it to him. Oh, he quelled it. That smart son of a gun. That was a misplay. That was a misplay on me. My fault. Yep, I didn't see it. I gotta dip one of these shreds. I don't have anything to play it with. No, we do. I thought he was waiting for a +3 and then gonna play the D-React and like did the math ahead of time. And so I wanted to get full value from the shred because if I shredded the yellow and then he D-Reacted, he still gets the block. So I think it's kind of a... I probably should have went ahead and played it. Probably should have. That move's got me all messed up. I don't even know why I kept this card. Doesn't apply to anything in my hand. Got me messed up. Let's hope we hit a red. Pray we hit a red. Okay, that's one problem solved. I think we just have to waste a card. This is a good card, but I really don't want to be carrying it over. He's watching the live crazy movie. Yeah, it's pretty good. I don't mind stream sniping though. It makes the game all the more difficult, which I prefer because I always want the biggest challenge. Always. Always. Maybe not with a deck that plays so many attack reactions. Maybe that's a little too much. See, this is like goated, right? Like you're not doing anything here. Really? Bro, you have to play D-React. There's no way. There's no way, chat. How do you not play a D-React there? You just let me have Mirror Guy? Because you know... Oh, man. I'm not gonna lie. I've never seen somebody just say, fucking leave no witnesses. Like... Why not throw CNC? Because I'd have to pay 2 cards to do it, and I wanted to play the shred. I wanted to get that card and maintain tempo was the idea. You present something that's more easily blocked by, like, say, a D-React, and you can utilize the shred. Is kind of the idea. That was kind of sus. kind of sus. Mm-hmm. We have shelter from this, from the silver, so we don't really care about it currently. It does present something that we need to take care of sooner rather than later. I don't. We just don't beat this board. I mean, hmm. Yeah, I just don't know how we. I don't think we do. I mean, my play was E strike, sink the shred, and then this take two to counterplay this. But then that just leaves this here to like dunk on me next turn, where he takes more than a silver. I guess we're playing for a popper. I guess is. I don't know how else to do it. Letting a leave no witness hit the mirror guy in Arsenal was the most insane thing I've ever seen. Literally insane. Unbelievable. Mm, 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 mm. That's a pretty good hand. Do we take 4 damage to get to the Kyloria? I think we do. Boy, I wish I could shred a CNC. Even with the news of a reprint, surgical still floating 16. That blows my mind. Like, me personally, it just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense at all. We take 4 again to get to Caloria. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to him. I don't like to call it before it is, but there's just with the 4 Ash Wings, there's no way I'm gonna be able to fight a board state. There just isn't a way. It's just such a bad matchup. Such a bad matchup. But GG. GG. Hate to call that one early, but he can't see link. Okay, let me Austin, I'm gonna send you another one. I'm just gonna DM it to you. Maybe that's so interesting that okay, Austin, I just sent you the message. It worked. We did it. Guess we'll go first because we play on smaller hands. Like, take D reacts out. That makes sense. That makes sense. I'll run it. Yeah, the supply is still the same, but you would assume, like, take people like me for example. I just sit on like a playset of everything, and if I was like, if I wanted to, like, actively sell a bunch of stuff, like, there's just a lot of how do I say it? Like, there's a lot of reason testing course from Jesus. There's a lot of reason to like dump now and then rebuy when it comes out in the new set because like not a lot of people are even playing surgical in like Uzuri. So I don't know. This hand does it's kind of good, but like kind of not. I kind of want to just like play it because we don't have a blue. But I mean, this deck runs like what, just a couple. Oh, we found one. We found one. All right, so we know there's a shred. That's cool. Supply's still the same. People want the card now, still propped up by people not coming off of it. I mean, that's true. I mean, I'm not coming off of mine. I think I sold one because I had a fourth or whatever. So, I mean, seems pretty logical to me. Since there's a blue on top, we're going to park that bad boy right there. Okay, so what's our turn looking like? Nothing spectacular. We have AB Uno. There's no shot this deck beats Icelander. It's like no shot. Yep. So we just go here and here. Hopefully it's a D-reacting arsenal. We don't take damage here. I like that. I would sell mine and rebuy, but like I want to always have a playset of everything just to be ready. You never know when the moment strikes. So he's going to scar and then peek. No, he's going to scar and peek. Okay. Or scar arsenal. Okay. So now that we know that, we have a blue, we have a codex, a good target. This is a good hand. Okay. The question is, do we block with the infect? Is the ultimate question. And I think we go ahead and block like this. All right, so I like just playing this and getting some information. Spider Bite, not the best because he's blocking with non-attacks. And I don't want to run the risk of Channel Lake Frigid, so we'll lead out and see what we have. Codex pretty good. Embertus, that's a good card. Good card. Not as good when you're off a tunic, but it's damage. We will AB one. Why not? Maybe, just maybe, we can hit a very high value target off the top. That would be nice. I'm thinking a Channel Lake Frigid. Let's banish a Channel Lake Frigid off the top. That would just make my day. Would make my day. It's very likely hitting. I mean, it's coming in for 7. Obviously, we don't get the added bonus of the arsenal, but let's get a Channel Lake off the top. Give it to me. Just want a red ice vein. We would take that. We take that. Arsenal, a little stealth card. Why not? Sure. Okay, he fused with the Channel Lake Frigid, so we need to be ready for that. Okay. So Channel Lake Frigid, we don't know what's... We need to play this, and we need to be able to play this, which requires this, which means we need an A, B, and discard, but we need an arsenal, one of these. Probably arsenal this one over this one, so we don't AB. Or we could take tunic counter, actually. Because we don't need it for the... So we AB1 and choose if you want to play it. No, we do not. And we discard this guy. We go this one that tempts him into... Well, this is awkward. Surely he has a sink below. Interesting. Well, I guess... we'll AB1 with a shred. Why not? This is pretty good, just not with a Channel Lake out, so we're going to block this. We have a channel like we want to play this. We have to have 3 resources to pay past the frostbite, but we need to apply pressure. Not exactly what we wanted, but I think it still gets us there. It gives us 3 resources to play this and this. Yeah. Nope, it does not. Unfortunate. I tried. It does not run the non-attack dagger. It probably should to help this matchup a significant amount. Wow. Okay. Yeah, sure. You got it, boss. I will not argue with that. Arsenal. We will play. Don't know if I want to play this or. He gave me cards very quickly, and it's basically the same because I'm going to give him Blood Rot anyway. Ooh, I give him Inertia, actually. Let's do this. Let's Uzuri this in. And we'll give it a go again. We'll give Inertia to get him off an Arsenal. Then we will play this. And then we will take Tunic Counter. Spike. That's all 3 tokens, chat. That's an achievement, right? We did it. The Trinity. Coming in with the Wounded Bull from Arsenal. That's value, chat. That's value. We got him off an Arsenal. That's huge. We don't want to take this damage, though. That's like way too risky. So let's go here and here. And then we deal 2 damage to him, did a Blood Rot. We definitely hit blue here to try and just get the best. And if he's on all, if the last 2 cards are red, we run away with it. Okay. He has an Ice Vein. So if we take the Channel Lake, that's so good. Oh, we did it. That's a good one. Do you guys have any plans on doing deck lists, sub workout? Absolutely. So we deck list. Yeah. So we currently on our Patreon we do, but we are going to get skirmish, like Kyle said, we're gonna get skirmish season out first, and then go off of everything else. So we know this is a red ice vein. So I'm actually going to say yes and pitch the plague and see what it gives us, and we'll make the decision on what we do after that. So we got a frailty, not really relevant. I was hoping for a blood rot pox there, or an inertia. Really, any of them except frailty was huge there because it got him off an arsenal. So here we're just going to go here into here. Go again. We're going to say no arsenal for you unless you have the T react. So he has a red ice vein. So we're going to get ice vein next turn. But that's okay. And he turned in the towel. I guess we were pretty... we were pretty far ahead. Kind of like the Dromai game, opposite situation. Yeah, if we hit inertia there, we just get the card. Or blood rot. I mean, like, get an extra 2 damage in there. It would be like just so much value. At anytime you can give a token on your opponent's turn, it's just massive because it's surprising and they can't align their turn in the correct manner. Let me check the Discord, make sure nobody is in line per se. They are not. Okay. Oh, almost did it again. That's the Tower Shard game, not the deck list. So far, there has been some clunky hands. And maybe it's due to me not kind of setting up properly, like having the proper things in arsenal or taking the wrong risk. But there has been some spots where I, there was some spots where basically I was able to codex and do like a lot of fancy stuff, which was definitely good. Yeah. GG Austin. Yeah, those were just some shakedown, getting the Chill Lake Frigid and Leave No Witnesses, hitting the Red Ice Vein, and yeah, you were basically playing Shitty Briar, just throwing scars at me. Uh-oh, the Ye Old Mirror match. I'll tell you guys what the mirror breaker is. This card right here. Put that on a Spider Bite. Sheesh. Spider Bite. Spider Bite. This card kind of sucks because they're always going to be blocking. We're just going to run a thick one and see what happens. Just going to run a thick boy. A 68er. Right, this is sealed, right? So we're just going to run pile. That's what we do, right? Oh, I need to hit start. Pretty okay hand. Not the worst, not the best. He had the same idea. He's running 68, exactly. A little different suite here. He's running the Mask of Perdition, which means Maybe he's doing more contracts like Noah was talking about, maybe. Yep, that makes sense. I kind of do need to filter anyway. What's up, Brendan? Are you off Katsu at the moment, or is it still a contender for Baltimore? So the situation for Katsu is I found out how to beat Fatigue Oldham, but I don't know how to beat mid-range Oldham. Basically, all they're doing is they're saying, "Oh, you played a Surging, I'll block this turn," and there's like nothing I could do about it. So, it's not ideal, but it is what it is. Actually, I should have played this Uzuri to end the rabble for 5 go again, and then played this. That's what I should have done, but I didn't. Frailty in this matchup is broken. Okay, he's on a way different deck than mine. Way different. Well, this is pretty gas. Yeah, I don't think I want to block. Here. Could do double those. That's kind of good. Pitch this, but it's kind of good card. Flash in. We'll see what comes after. Let you have your spot by. Okay. So we are going to hope that the card we draw is playable. Let's go. Okay, so what we will do is let's go here into here, pitching this for that, arseling that. Any reason that I like Crown over Mask? Yeah, I'm not trying. I don't generate silver. And if I was to generate silver, I would always get the boots back, not the mask. And I'm not on mill. Whereas he, I guess, is. I'm not sure. It just doesn't coincide with the strategy that I'm trying to employ. I think he's thinking about overblocking. We'll try to punish. Look at that. That's value. Please, spider bite me. Please. Do it to me once. I think we go here and see what happens when we have that. And it kind of plays around shred. And it goes boop, boop. We're winning now. Oh, and Arachne, you for sure run Mask. Like, that's your game plan. 100%. So here we are going to rabble and see what he does. Get some information. So far, we have a pretty good hold on tempo. So if he takes this, what I'm going to elect to do is arsenal this card. If he doesn't take it, I'm going to arsenal this card. Because if he's taking the damage, he is definitely going to swing a spider bite at me. And that's just a free cover up. Okay, he did not block. So that means we sink this card. Is there a list for this deck? Wouldn't mind playing it after we close the store. Yeah, it's the same one. It's the top 8 from the Chicago Brawl. So the 5K. So if you look on the Realm website, I think they also put it out on Twitter, Realm Games. They posted the deck link there. Sam Dondo. Drip Drop Dondo. Dando, however you pronounce it. The coolest cat on the block. Just 5. And then draw a card? Is this a razor? Is he really gonna razor me? But like, why? Why would you razor me? Not entirely sure there. Draw a card with a card in hand. Okay, he is gonna razor me. Saw that coming. But like, what now? You did more damage, but like, you could have just sent 7, right? Maybe? I don't know. The reason that I blocked with the isolate is I want to play the card that he basically has to block with one card. So that way I guarantee value on this card. That was the, you kind of want to, you want to make sure that you are telling them the correct thing that they need to do that you want them to do, which is actually the incorrect thing to do. When you play Uzuri, you got to tell a story. It's all full of lies. So we're going to put this in. He let it resolve, which means he very likely doesn't have a D-react. So we're going to go ahead and play the shred so we get value. Here, we basically just have to hit red because there's so many cards in here. I don't know what he has. So we just have to hit red. We got the Command and Conquer, and there's Eradicate, and a Codex of Frailty. Okay, that's pretty good. Speaking of frailties. Tell you what, that's a good card when you have Shakedown. Okay, and we know he has a Codex of Frailty in his hand, which gives us all the information that we need to know. So that's the value of Shakedown too, is you get to look at the opponent's hand and get that knowledge. So we know that all he can do is activate Flick Knives to give a reaction, which just means we need to full block this. That's all that means. And he does have the Nerve Scalpel play, but we're actually going to be blocking with 2D reacts, so it only affects one of them, and we block 7, so it still plays around the Flick Knives line. We want him to pop boots or mask here. That way we can just get free value. That's what we're really looking for. Okay, we'll let it resolve. Mass 2. No, you want to. Yep, he's doing that. So I'm going to let that resolve. Or wait, we're not going to let that resolve. We're going to go and play this one. So it gets onto the chain first. Blocks 3. This will cut this one down. So it'll be 3 and 3. And it still covers it up like we planned. So we got his boots for free. We don't want any. We're going to have full tempo next turn. So we don't want anything to do with that card. Yeah, both those equipments only hit on contact. So currently he does not have. Why am I only blocking 5? That's incorrect. Because this says the next time. I'm going to report that. Yeah, not entirely sure what that was because my that's all you got hit the chain before before the other one. So it definitely should have blocked 6 there. So that's a bug. But the guys over at Tower Shar are super quick about those things. So they will get on it for sure. So we're going to go here. Dun, dun. One or more D reacts. Yes, but the difference is the next time they defend, right? So the scalpel has to hit, then I play the D react. But I played That's All You Got before the nerve scalpel hit because I responded. So I played the That's All You Got. He nerve scalpels, and then I played Fate Foreseen because it was the lowest on the stack. So it should only apply to Fate Foreseen. This probably gets shut down, but I think it's worth here. Yep, I thought it'd get shut down. But this is a good arsenal target anyway. So, pretty fine there. Didn't have a Flick Knives play, so. We know he has a Codex in Arsenal. We have to keep that in mind for whatever he's trying to do. So we have to keep a block up for a Leave No Witness. Especially, so he's going to Codex and try and get us that way. Which means we have to take this because we can block this and that. Yeah. We'll take the 5. I knew he's going to grab that because that's exactly what I would do. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah, and if chat, if you guys have any feedback, like what do you want to see more of? What heroes? Um, I'm more than willing to experiment. More than willing. Once again, we will choose red to try and get the biggest threat. Although if we hit yellow and get the codex, that'd be kind of good if he has one. We'll play it safe and hit red. So it's plunder the poor and isolate. So we got the plunder, which is probably good. So that's 2 shakedowns that have hit and got pretty good targets. So yeah, I'm not too sure we care about this because we have this as a backup if we really need to block. But then again, what are we really doing with our hand? I guess we could always spider bite. Let's make a play here. Let's go. We don't have a death touch. We only have, she doesn't have an arsenal. So it would be leave no witnesses. Mm, mm, mm. We do have a dead card, but we'll just discard it and play the leave no witness. Let's see. How often do I stream? Every Wednesday currently, looking to add a different same time. Wednesday, 8 p.m. Central, 9 Eastern, and currently looking to add another day if I can fit it into the schedule. So let's do this. The only decks I own are Uzuri, Katsu, Briar, Dromai. You're hitting 75%. That's good. That's good. That's good. I mean, I've been playing a lot of Dromai too. I played a lot of matches using Mara's list from Charlotte. I think it's really good. I just have so much inner hatred for Prism that I don't enjoy playing Illusionist because I don't like being associated. But, you know, what can you do? Let's shred it. Ah, good play. Good play. I mean, we'll still get the thing off the top, which could be relevant. Hopefully it's a good card, but we still maintain tempo, a little bit of a life lead. We still have all of our flick knives. He doesn't. So we get a little bit of damage in here. Yes, Damien, a lot of Dromai. But good Dromai, not your Dromai. No, Damien's is alright. Damien plays a more like control-y Dromai. I give him a lot of shit, but he's pretty alright. He's pretty alright. That's a good arsenal. That's good for blowing up arsenals. I hope he jams a Leave No Witness. Please do it. I'm gonna play this shit so fast. Same thing. Same thing. Easy clap. Okay, we're gonna put a stealth card in in Arsenal because we're gonna go here, here, here. Even though they're not on Arsenal, I know it's kind of disappointing, but I think it's the best line anyway. Because we need to give them a reason to block this card or this card to use this card. So we're gonna put it in bottom since we're already gonna have a stealth card lined up in Arsenal. He's at 15, so we're just trying to incentivize as much as possible for him to block. Can you really hate dragons? They're so cool. Kylori and Vinny are the best. Vinny's my favorite just because of the name. But yeah, I mean I like Game of Thrones, but that's about as far as it goes. Right? I've been working on a Viscerai deck. It felt particularly bad in Lexi, but all the matchups have felt fine. Like a slow build up rune chant, or are we talking like something else? Oh, we got a Hurl. Another red card. Look at all this silver. Oh, we're about to get our boots back. Let's go. We did it, chat. We're getting free boots. Free boots. I don't care. I got a D-react. Okay, I care. We got a D-react. Dang it. Oh, man. I wanted the spider bite. Oh, no, not the spider bite. Oh, no. Not like this. I guess we're taking 6. Sheesh. Good play. I didn't see it coming because of tunic counter. I did not see that coming. So we can go spider bite here, flash the sea and arsenal this. It's fun. All right. You get the ice sleep. Yes, I would. Would like those back. The question is, spider bite is better than no. Yeah, it's 100% better. It's just good stuff. Tempo vis. Yeah, yeah. The problem is, man, like frostbite token just makes you have a stroke. You're like mob shrill, mob shrill, mob shrill, and then somebody's like frostbite, and you're like, eh. The curve is so tight, so tight. I've even tried everything, like going from like spellblade assaults to spellblade strikes to like reduce the curve. But then if you're not playing against a frostbite deck, you're just wasting resources, and that's equally as bad. We got a free pair of Yeezys, chat. Free pair. They were free fitting. Yeah, you might want to rethink that block. About to get messed up from the floor up. To go blah. I actually should have flicked the spider bite. No, I can't because you has to be not the current chain link, unfortunately. There's nothing I can do here to punish this, so he gets away with it. He gets away with it, chat. So we will Arsenal. Mm-hmm. Do we bottom this? I mean, obviously, like the lowest hanging fruit is like pitch into this. We do have boots back, so we could pop them again. If it hits, go get something in. That's super good. It's perfect ham. So I got one armor left. Yeah, you got it, boss. Banish that shit. Shrill's so good. It is. It is. Shrill is hella value. With 2 cards in hand, he's kind of just in a just to put it frank. Okay, so he has a react, is what he's saying. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop these and let him go first. So I'm actually going to double punish. I'm going to flick and shred. Which knocks it, because it was yellow shred, it'll knock it down to 0. We'll get go again, and then we will go get, guess what card? We're not going to go get Leave No Witnesses. We're going to go get another one of these bad boys. So now he has 2 cards in hand, so we will play the Codex. Forcing him to do that. We have 1 floating from the pitch earlier as planned. We'll grab another Death Touch, and we will play it. And because he has to discard here, it will hit. We'll give him another Blood Rot Pox, and he'll die on his next turn. Hashtag Codex. It's a card. Yep, and he can only block at best 4 if it's a D react in hand. And yep, and then he will take 2 here. I'll make another Blood Rot Pox, and he takes 4 at the end of his turn. When he passes up, we just block that. So that was a good one. The assassin mirrors are actually very fun because it's like a lot of cat and mouse. Yeah, that was a pretty dirty line. I did him dirty on that one. Shred is Shred is ass in Arachne because if you're not playing Leave No Witness or Eradicate, most heroes are just not even blocking you. They're just ignoring you, and this is a dead card. But Uzuri, everything has an on-hit effect, so you are making people block. So it's literally just on value or above value attack reactions that block 3 that are super flexible. So really, Shred is the game changer in this Uzuri deck for sure. It's just so good. It's so good. All right, I think I got time for one more chat, and then we'll close it out, talking about some meta stuff, maybe what my thoughts are, what I'm gonna start working toward, and we will go from there. I told Kyle I was gonna run. I told Kyle that I was gonna run Azalea for this stream, but then I changed kind of last second into Uzuri. It's just so much fun. If I'm being honest, it is just so much fun. This is the funniest shit I've ever seen. It says burner account for stream sniping TCGs. This is Damien. Or it's Lexi. It could be that's pretty funny. That's pretty. Oh, good old Gerties. The old uprising limited. I'm telling you. Let me tell you about Gerties. This man knocked me out of 2 top 8 RTN draft road to Nats. He went on like it had to be 20 games straight of uprising draft. Just didn't drop a single game. And like all the way until Nats, like just he won the battle harden limited battle harden in at Nats. Like dude just went on a tear. And it was the funniest shit. It was too good. It was just too good. We're just gonna pass priority here. No reason to do anything fancy. Now we're gonna blow up his endless arrow though, because we're going to go dominate. He said, "Don't you dare CNC me, boy." I got you. He's even. See, that's why we got to keep these Rangers humble. We can't just let them load shit on our turn. It's our turn. We're gonna let them know. We are going to let him know. So we're going to arsenal anything that has frailty. Frailty is at a premium in this matchup. So good. Got that endless arrow, turn 0. 0. I want to see you run some Lexi to at some point. I'm down for it. I think it's a hero that needs to be learned, and there's always value in playing some heroes to better understand them. And there's always value to be had there, always. All right, so we got a good old drill shot. Nothing else really here. It's kind of sketch. It doesn't have go again. What's happening here? Is his hand just all arrows? I mean, I'll take it, but I'm kind of nervous. Maybe it's a rain razors and I wanted to play it that way. We're going to play that, so we don't really need this, so we'll bottom it. I don't have a CNC, but I got the next best thing. A frailty token. Good old frailty. Now, originally, I had no intentions on fatiguing, but it's entirely possible given that we got the endless arrow turn 0. Anything's possible. We block a lot, you know, it's possible. I'm not sold on it, but maybe. Okay, so we're probably gonna crown here to kind of figure out what we got. I want to get this up so we can play this, arsenal this, to kind of keep that pressure. Keep that pressure. That card's so good. So good. We don't care about this one because I feel like being greedy, Chad. I'm telling you, I feel like just messing him up. He's still got activation of Voltaire. This is not threatening. I think we got to take this one. +1 on what? A heat seeker? A heat seeker? I just know these cards are so important. I really don't want to block with this. I really don't. You know what? Fuck it. You can have it. Put some bullshit card up there. Another one? Oh, Lord. Put him in a tougher spot. I love how far their name extends. It's actually hilarious. I'll upend that combat chain. This is actually changes things. Go and blow up the Heat Seeker. Why not? So we banished a CNC and a Heat Seeker. Got 2 silver. We'll get the boots back. That's cool. He really did not want to block. So let's help him out some. I know it's kind of redundant, but we got boots off of it for free. And plus, like... So now, if he blocks with 2 cards, now he only has 1 card in Arsenal, so he's on like a 3-card hand, which is kind of rough. I'm not worried about the Frostbite token because I have Tunic counters, so overall, pretty good situation. Yeah, see, this is just too good. It is too good. Actually, what I should have done is in the last attack, I should have flicked knives and thrown the Spider Bite since I knew I was going to CNC. If I was good, that's what I would have done. I need to look for those opportunities more. That's one of the weaker things I'm doing. So here, if he flips over ice, which none of this seems to be icy in nature, which I don't mind. I'll take it. Shit. Uh-huh. Now, that is interesting. Yes. Boy, he's about to be upset. He's about to be so upset. Oh, he took it? Oh, man. Oh, he's about to be so mad. And we're going to take CNC instead of... And he has minus block because of the spider bite. Like, this is so gross. Oh, this is so gross. Yep, we go ahead and discard this card. Take Tunic counter. Slang it. -2 on all attacks, which is 90% of his deck. And we got a CNC coming in hot. And he's got a Frailty token. We got this Ranger on lock. Yeah, there's a lot of game left. Maybe that's. Oh, oh, nothing makes me happier to see that. That's so good. Oh man, we're gonna put this in Arsenal because it's more flexible in case we draw a codex. Kind of glad he attacked there because now we get to put that to the bottom. No, I didn't. Oh no, I didn't. Oh, not like this. Oh man, he's gonna be so pissed. Do I play it though? Like, it's just so good. Like, I'm not doing a whole lot else. Like, it's either E strike for 10 or CNC. I think we just keep buying time until we get like something disruptive. I've never seen so much Arsenal pressure for my life. Every turn he's either had a CNC, leave no witness, or frailty token on him. That boy's staying. What do we have left? All right, so this is all our CNCs. Still got 2 leave no witnesses, but we got 2 codexes, so they're primed and ready. That's why I'm making sure that I stay on. I'm putting a card in Arsenal that can always be like easily played, because I want the ability to codex at any time to get that leave no witness, to get the pressure on him. Nothing amazing here. I think because we don't have tunic counter, we probably sink this away to try and look for like a shakedown or something of that nature to keep the disruption up. We don't want to let off the gas. Not yet. Interesting. We have just a pass. Okay. Well, let's do this. I know, right? I would love to remember that shit. Oh man, this is good. Anytime a ranger's blocking a spider bite, my lanta. He did take that attack, so that's why I chose to keep the sing blow. Because it's very likely that he just eats this and tries to clap back. Just got rid of the card that can't be played from hand. That's why I want to play with Inertia Trap. Like, Inertia Trap is so strong against Ranger. Like, if he E-Strike for 7 me and I Inertia Trap, both of his arsenals just go away. Like, that's a 9 value on one card. just inadvertently. Just keeps them off an Arsenal. And once again, it's at the end of their turn. So they don't know how to play, you know, they're too far into their turn to play it differently sometimes. And it's really good. So we're going to Arsenal this. This is good, but we don't have a... this is actually fine because we don't... he says, I have them too, nerd. I mean, you're not wrong. We don't have a way... It's actually really unfortunate. We don't really need tuna counter though, because like we're always grabbing leave no witness. So I think we're just going to go here and here. Block there. Not quite ready to. Maybe we give up flick knives. Not really doing a whole lot here. And then we'll just A-strike for 7, try to keep some type of tempo, and wait for them codexes, baby. Wait for them codexes. All right, he passed real quick, so this is the turn. He gonna be doing something here. He better be. I don't like blocking this because there's so much more coming. Yeah, no kidding. I bet he's even got a 3 of a kind. I bet he's got a 3 of a kind. Okay, he's got his own codex. So we need to... I don't mind him codexing. Because I'll go get a leave no witness and play the one from hand. So this comes in for 7, correct? What can he get? He can get a death touch. Block 6 on that. Okay, he's codex. That makes more sense. He got a heat seeker coming in for 7. Getting the arsenal. That's cool. We will get a leave no witness. That's a big old boy. That was a good catch-up turn. Oh, that's a good face-up arsenal, too. Holy shit. I wouldn't count him out yet. I would not count him out yet. I'm just gonna keep playing these cards. If it blows up an arsenal, I'm gonna keep playing it. Here. Sweet baby Jesus. Yep. At least 2 more arrows. This is tough. He chose go again, so we got another arrow. Which means we need to wait for it and see what it is. Because we don't know. And the risk of this card is if 6 is blocked. Might not even have an arsenal. I think this is the last 3 of a kind, right? 1, 2. There's one more. Just no big on hit effect here. I said no big on hit. We may die here because yeah, I shouldn't have blocked that searing shot. That was real bad. This does kind of look like a D react though. This actually really looks like a D react. That hurt. Yeah, that block probably cost me the game. Because he just blocks 1 card Tunic. I wonder if we actually like Codex here in self-defense. To give the frailty token, basically. Maybe not. Yep, I thought he was gonna do that. Card tunic, claps back. I have to block my whole hand. Which does block pretty well. There's the end list that we know of. Another rain razors. Holy, another three of a kind. Okay, yep, that's game. We don't live past these. Jeez Louise, man. I knew I should have played that frailty in defense. Because that would have been -1. Kept the armor. He got it. Because then he just fires endless arrow after that. So we'll give it to old Gerties. All right, GG Gerties. That was a perfect example for everybody to see on sometimes it is the correct move to basically just wait it out is sometimes honestly the best line. That is entirely possible. Sometimes you just need to wait it out because there was a lot of turns where he just passed, and it's okay against Uzuri to just pass because 9 times out of 10, I'm not allowed to utilize my entire hand. So there's not going to be much difference between the threat from basically being able to, present X threat with 2 cards. There's not much difference between the 2 and the 4 cards. So he played it great. I put him in a lot of tough spots, but he waited it out and got it where it needed to be. Interesting deck. I'm not sure about the death touches. Seems a little bit of a reach. Just seems like it can create a lot of clunky hands, especially with the CNCs as well. But maybe that's your plan, is like to play slower and kind of wait for those setup turns. Maybe that's the whole deck strategy. I don't know. So that's going to finish the games. I just want to take like 5-10 minutes to kind of give you guys my thoughts on what I'm going to be testing in the next week or so, and kind of how I'm going to be preparing for the Pro Tour. So, first things first, draft. I'll probably start practicing that heavily next week. I've played a couple, but haven't dove in. So that's on the horizon. Now, as far as CC goes, okay, we don't have to worry about blitz. Thank God. That's anti-fatigue. That makes sense. So as far as, it's not like Worlds where we have to worry about blitz. So it's just CC. Okay. Currently, my thought process is there is it's actually very interesting. So you have the Rangers, right? We know what they're doing. They're very disruptive. They have very big burst turns. They one can dominate, one can go really wide, and one can kind of target decks, aka Lexi. Then you have Dromai in her corner. And then I kind of lump Uzuri with Oldhim. And then you have Katsu just wandering around. Like he's on a bathroom break trying to figure his shit out, right? And basically Dromai theoretically, she never is, but should be good against all of those people. Historically, she's been good against Rangers. She's been good against Guardian and Assassin. She's supposed to be beating those decks, but she is not. So, with that being said, I think what's going to happen is people are going to have to gauge whether the Dromais give up. And if the Dromai players give up, then that opens the door for more assassins and a different type of Oldhim, right? You don't have to be as aggressive. You could do the fatigue style, but if you're against a really good Dromai, that could be difficult. It just depends. Um, but yeah, I think the Dromai deck that takes the lead in the meta will dictate the other portions, right? Because if Dromai goes very control, then if Dromai goes very control and runs like sand cover and sigils and stuff like that, then the Rangers have something to worry about, right? Because they could actually get fatigued or like sit there with a dragon, like ping him to death, basically, is what ends up happening. So that's entirely realistic, right? So then if that happens, then the Ranger share will drop, right? And if the Ranger share drops, then that opens up things like Katsu and things like that. Icelander is also another good pick. Icelander needs to make a couple changes. I don't think the Wounded Bull deck's going away. I think she needs a way, like one or two more cards to kind of give Azalea a Frostbite or two. Maybe it's blue Arctic Incarceration, blue Winter's Bite. I'm not sure what the answer is, but she just needs a if she could just shut down one more good turn by taxing on the opponent's turn, I think she can be favored into Azalea. I don't think she's far off. Channel Frigid is just a hell of a card when you run so many reds and yellows in your deck. You get that out, you keep it out, you win the game. So yeah, I think the Dromai will dictate a lot of the other decks. Me personally, I don't want to say this, but I think Fatigue Oldhim is not it has not left the building. If you think about it, Fatigue Oldhim answers everything Azalea is trying to present. If you look at like a fundamental basis on what Dominate is, okay? Dominate as a mechanic tells your opponent you have to take life and only defend with so many cards. But the act of playing life gain is the exact negate of Dominate. For example, let's say you throw a Dominate for 6 arrow, right? And you have 2 cards in hand. You have a 3 block and a sigil. If you block 3 and sigil, it's no different than blocking 2 3 blocks, right? It is the exact opposite of Dominate because you were just shifting the blocking to your turn. If that's a healing bomb, you block 3, takes 3, healing bomb on your turn. That's all you're doing is you're just shifting when you block, when you play life gain cards. So it counters those, right? Now Lexi could just blow you out, right? Rain Razor's 3 of a kind, like she can just get there, right? But as she's setting that up, Oldham's gaining a lot of life and stuff like that. So you have to consider that. I don't think life gain fatigue Oldham's gone. I just don't know. I don't want to go to a pro tour and like have everybody hurry up. Gotta play fast, you know. I just don't think that's an enjoyable experience. So I hope that's not the case. But I think there will be some high level players that will be bringing Fatigue Oldhim to the Pro Tour. I don't think it's a bad deck. I think it's actually a very good deck. And unfortunately, the best answer for Fatigue Oldhim is what? I think it's Briar. Well, Briar, I mean, I've played nothing but Briar just about for the past year and a half, and I'm not taking her because she gets dunked on by Icelander. She gets dunked on by Azalea and Lexi. Lexi, she has game into Lexi, but Azalea it's rough. You get an all non-attack hand and you can only block with one. GG. Like it's just that bad, right? So maybe I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. I tell you right now though, my prediction right now going into the Pro Tour that the two best decks are Icelander and Oldhim. I don't think anything's changed from Indy. I think those decks will have to change how they play. But I'm just trying to figure out. I'm playing decks like Uzuri and Katsu and stuff like that. Like Katsu, for example, I've figured out how to beat Fatigue Oldhim. I can do it. Play the Time Snap Potion. Shortcut the Mugenshi line. Just go Mugenshi, Lord of Wind. After popping a Time Snap, dump all your resources into Lord of Wind, refill your deck. And your Lord of Wind comes in for like 10 damage. Like that's how you beat it. You do that 2 to 3 times, you win the game. But it can't beat. Katsu is very, very iffy into like the just regular mid-range Oldhim. It's very difficult. Because the way the Oldhims are playing is they're basically, oh, you don't have a surging? I'll take everything. And then they'll throw a spinal at you. And then you'll get the surging because you didn't have it the last turn. And now you have to block with it. And then if it ever happens where they don't have a relevant threat, they'll just block. You'll play the surging. Anytime you play a surging strike, they are blocking. If you don't play a surging strike, they're not blocking. And it makes it very difficult to develop the combo line. And it's just, it's not the easiest. Maybe Katsu can get there. I'm not saying, because Katsu, if the deck is built the correct way, it may have game into Azalea. It's like possible because like you can drop an Azalea in one turn. If they let you draw on like a Whelming Gust Wave, like you get bodied in a turn easy, no questions asked. So, yeah, that's where my thought process is I'm trying to figure out where the Dromais are and which direction they're going to figure out how everything else is going to speed up or slow down based off of that. So that's where my current thought process is. I think that Icelander and Oldhim are at the top currently until a new deck. Peace of Mind, guys. I'm telling you, that card's a game changer in Oldhim. It's so good. It is. There's been so many, in my testing, there's been so many 10, 12 dominate arrows. Just cover it up. Hell, half the time don't even have an arsenal. It's just the dumbest thing. But yeah, thank you guys for coming. I really appreciate everybody being here. Once again, I'll be doing this every Wednesday, 10 Eastern. Sorry, 9 Eastern, 8 Central. And hopefully sometime soon I'll be adding another day. And yeah, I welcome any feedback. Is there something you guys want to see more of, less of? Do we want to? I'm even down to like if you guys want me to go over like decks, like I'm down. Just make sure that the decks are like somewhat refined. Like I don't want to look at like something that was built in like 5 minutes and like really memey, stuff like that. Like that stuff's fun and cool, but I don't want to like take 70 people's time and like, not everybody's into memes, right? Well, everybody's into memes, but not meme decks, right? So yeah, I'm open to any feedback. What you guys want to do more of, less of, feel free to leave a comment in the VOD or at me on Twitter, whatever you want to do. And I would love hearing some feedback on what we need to do more of, less of, whatever the case may be. So yeah, that'll conclude today's stream. Thank you guys again for being here. I really do appreciate it. Once again, if you want to play games with me on stream, just hop in the Discord. Absolutely free. You don't got to join anything. Just hop in there. There's a text channel that says play on stream. Message me there. That's how I knew Austin wanted to play, and that's why we played. So take care, everybody. and good night. And yeah, if any skirmish season. Good luck for everybody on skirmish season. Hope your sealed pools all have codex of frailty, because that shit's gonna win games. So yeah, everybody have a good night.